Sangeeta Singh, your host for today's CCA activity, that is Inter-School Debate Competition. I am really glad and grateful that we all are gathered here, and it gives me immense pleasure to welcoming each and everyone present out here. First of all, I would like to welcome our respected principal sir, respected vice principal sir, guest students, and all other teachers present here. Please give them a huge round of applause. Human ability to think or to reason is the prime characteristic feature which distinguish the human beings from the other living beings. It is the tendency which makes us the most intelligent and prominent organism of this planet. So, to develop this potential ability in our students, our school has provided them an opportunity to showcase their talent. For this, we have organized this CCA activity, that is Inter-School Debate Competition. For this, we have named our three teams as Vikram Sarabhai team representing Atomic Energy Central School number 2, Team Homi Bhabha representing Atomic Energy Central School number 4 junior group, and Team CV Raman representing Atomic Energy Central School number 4 senior group. Now I would like to request all the team members to introduce themselves. Let's begin with Team Vikram Sarabhai.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dishta Raj, representing Vikram Sarabhai team against of the motion.
Good morning to one and all. Myself Anusha Yadav from the team Vikram Sarabhai against the motion that India has made a significant progress in the past 75 years. I wish my best of luck to my opposite teams.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maulik Chaudhary and I am from Vikram Sarabhai team. I am speaking in the favor of the motion. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone present here. Myself Pratikumar Sau, representing Vikram Sarabhai for the motion.
Good morning, everyone. I am Anushri Maheshwari of Team Homi Baba and I am in favor of creativity. Thank you.
A warm welcome to everyone. I am Deepshi Dungawal from class 9B, representing from Homi Baba group. I am in the favor of knowledge.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Purvi Jain and I am from Homi Baba group and I am in the favor of creativity.
Good morning to one and all. I am Nakshita Minaria from ECS number 4 representing Homi Baba team and I am against the motion. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akar Saxena from CV Raman group and I am against the motion.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanish Yogi and I am from ACS number 4 from CV Raman group.
Warm greetings, everyone. Myself Mohammad Ariful Haq from ACS 4 and I'll be speaking against the topic on can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence.
Warm greetings to everyone. I'm Jigyasa from ACS 4 representing CV Raman group and I'll be speaking for the motion.
Thank you all members. I would like to request the audience to please welcome these brilliant minds with a huge round of applause. Now it is the time to introduce our experienced and skilled judges for this event. Our first judge is our Vice Principal, Shri Vijay Kumar Shukla sir. Our second judge is Shri Vishwanath Panda sir from Atomic Energy Central School number 4. And our third judge is Shri UN Rath sir from our own school, Atomic Energy Central School number 2. Please give them a huge round of applause. Now, I would like to invite our respected principal sir, Shri Lokesh Joshi sir, to please come on the stage and share few words of encouragement to the participants. Welcome the sir with huge round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is one event in which our students of school 2, 3, and 4 are going to take part in inter-ACS debate competition. For this is a kind of rehearsal, first round. Maybe we'll have one more round of inter-school competition. After that, the children will be selected for inter-ACS debate competition. Initially, the plan was to have a single topic. Be serious, be serious. You are not here just to pass your time. Now here three teams, they are representing three different houses. CV Raman team, Homi Baba team and Vikram Sarabhai team. Three different topics are assigned to them. They are going to express their views. Then they will get a chance to ask questions from other teams. Finally, even the judges can ask certain questions on the views, their own views, their topic. Instead of keeping one common topic to all three groups, it was decided, let them give different topics so that these children, once today they leave this school, they will have wider opinion, they have a wider views on three different topics. One is India's growth after 75 years, creativity or knowledge, and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, very apt topic nowadays. What they are going to express, what their thoughts, entire audience, you all, class 8, 9, 10 children, you should listen them very carefully. It's not that it is only a part of the debate. It may be asked during your examination in class 9 or class 10, write an essay, write an article. So all such things are kept in mind. That's why we called the children from school 2, 3, and 4. Unfortunately, from school 3, there is no team right now available with us. So I wish all the three teams, don't take it as a competition. It's an opportunity for you all to learn how, especially to these two teams, because you are junior, you are going to represent your school for the first time. They are seniors, they learn, they know much more than you. So how they are going to express, how body language is being used, you should monitor very carefully. And after this event also, whenever you get time, you can guide these children. So once again, I welcome Panda sir from school 4, my vice principal, Shukla sir, and Mr. Yuvan Rath as a judge. All three are well-known personalities of these two schools. And hopefully after today's event, this is not a competition, after today's event, you will get some knowledge, extra knowledge, which will be helpful for you in future in any other events. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So without any delay, let's focus on some important guidelines of this competition. Total, we have 3 teams, and there will be 4 participants in each and every team. Each speaker will be allowed to present his or her views only for 3 minutes. Penalty time will be imposed for crossing the time limit. The sequence of the speaker will be decided on lottery basis. Speakers of both motion, favor or against will speak alternatively. The rebuttal session will start immediately after the presentation round, and each team will be allowed to ask 2 questions to the opponent team they like, and the answer to be given with the limit of 1 minute only. There will be judges round at the end of which the judges will ask 1 or 2 questions to each the team to understand the depth of their knowledge in the topic. Final judgment will be given by the concern with all the 3 judges, and the judgment criteria will be content, debating skills, presentation skills, and counter arguments. And each of this criteria will weightage 25%. Okay, so total we have 3 rounds. First one will be presentation round, second one will be rebuttal round, and third one will be judges round. So without any delay, let's start. Now I would like to invite our principal sir to determine the sequence of speaker on lottery basis. Principal sir, please come on the stage.
Then, so automatically next will be 3. बाकी का एक साथ कर लेते हैं. One, then 3, then again start take 1.
Okay, sir.
Four. 1, 3, then 4, then 2. Now this is the order for junior group ACS 4.
So first, Atomic Energy Central School number 2 team, that is team Vikram Sarabhai, will speak. Their order is already decided that which contestant will take his first go. Thank you, Principal Sir. The order for the presentation is already decided. First, Team Vikram Sarabhai is going to take the first go. First, Pratik Kumar Sahu will speak in favor. Then, Anusha Yadav will speak in against. Then Maulik Chaudhary will speak in favor. And at last, Dishita Raj will speak in favor. Sequence for the, sorry, I apologize. Dishita Raj will speak in against. Then for Atomic Energy Central School number 4 junior team, first of all, Purvi Jain will speak in favor. Then Deep Shri will speak in against. Then Anushri Maheshwari will speak in favor. And at last, Lakshita Mineria will speak in against. Order for the Atomic Energy Central School number 14 CV Raman team. First of all, Akarsh Saxena will speak in against. After that, Jigyasa will speak in favor. At third position, Muhammad Ariful Haq will speak in against, and then Tanishq Yogi will speak in favor. So this will be the order. Without any delay, we are going to start our first round, that is presentation round. Our first participant is Pratik Kumar Sahu. Pratik, please come over the stage.
"75 years before, and India was born as an independent country. Our India is now developing in a very rapid progress. India is now a very developing country in the world has known. Good morning to everyone present here. Myself, Pratik Kumar Sahu of class 10th, here to speak for the motion in India has made a significant progress in the past 75 years. The British took $45 trillion from India. And we said that the British, after taking this much money from the Indian could not progress. But now the tables are turned. The per capita of income in 1947 was rupees 230. Now it has crossed $4 trillion in many. It has grown almost 200 times now. No, how can you say that the Indian medical medicals are very worst facilities? They have the greatest facilities, and the fully developed schemes ever known have launched. The AMPMJ, the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, it is a second component under the Ayushman Bharat. The Ayushman Bharat provides the second free facilities all over the country. The rural people are now accessible to the best facilities free of cost. How can you say even that how rural people can travel in the world? Now everything is through internet or online manner. The Ayushman Bharat provides every citizen the right to medical and every other facilities they were associated to. The India has the largest democracy in the world with about 91.3 crore voters. About 70% of the people now can vote. Before 1947 or even after 1950s, the women were not allowed to vote. They said that the men only who have rights can only vote, but I do not agree with them. Now India has the most women voters in the India, making it the largest democracy in the world ever known. I want to end this topic with that India is still developing in the country, and his GDP has also grown as much wider, and the education system are fascinating the world. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Pratik. Now Anusha Yadav will speak in against.
A very good morning to everyone present here. Myself, Anusha Yadav of Vikram Sarabhai team, to speak against the motion that India has made a significant progress in the past 75 years. As my friend before me has mentioned that India has progressed a lot in these past 75 years. So I would like to ask you, my dear friend, Has India really achieved what it should have in such a long span of time? The India we see today, is it able to fit in the image of that developed India our great leaders saw at that time? The development you people are so proudly talking about, have it reached the downtrodden section of the society? The answer to my questions is no. I'm strictly against the idea that India has made a significant progress in the past 75 years. More than half of our workforce is employed in the field of agriculture, but only 33% of our land is reliably cultivated. We all know that Indian agriculture is the gamble of monsoon. So if the monsoon fails, the farmer in debt and having poor access to credits from markets commits suicide. There have been too many such deaths recently. Till today, we are not that technically or politically sound that we can help our farmers. Poverty, another serious issue for the country from the time of independence. In the last 3 decades, our population has almost doubled, but still not enough is done to remove poverty from the country. Can you imagine a country that ranks second on the count of population is still not able to provide enough food to half of its citizens? The Global Hunger Index of 2021 states that India has ranked 101 out of 116 countries with a global score of 27.5. India has a level of hunger that is serious. Many of our children still do not go to school. They are indulged in activities like child labor and etc. etc. And even if they go to school, the state of most of our government schools is abysmal. Till today, after so many years, many citizens of India are not aware about their basic fundamental rights. You can imagine the level of illiteracy and awareness we have. In spite of having institutions like IISc, IITs, AIMS, we are not able to provide better opportunities for the best brains of the country who prefer to become cogs in somebody else's wheel abroad rather than taking their own country towards great height. In the field of health and care, also we are not up to the mark. We have some of the best hospitals in the world, but an ordinary Indian, in spite of having schemes like Ayushman Bharat, is still not guaranteed basic medical facilities. Many die due to dysentery and malaria in India than anywhere else, and it is not surprising that many of them are not even in the range of basic medical facilities. This shows that even after achieving so much, we are not able to fulfill the basic fundamental needs of the people. India has reached the moon today and have found water on the surface of Mars. But till today, we do not get clean drinking water and electricity. India is one of the biggest democratic countries in the world. Our constitution has maximum number of pages, but the ground reality is that we still choose our leaders based on caste or religion. I love my country, I really do, but I strongly feel that we really need to think where we are going and where we need to go. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Anusha. Now Maulik Chaudhary will speak in favor of motion. Maulik, please come on the stage. The topic for Vikram Sarabhai team was India has made a significant progress in last 75 years.
Do you know what is common between a pen and India? They both can transform the world. Good morning, everyone. My name is Maulik Chaudhary, and I'm presenting before you my views in the favor of today's topic that India has made a significant progress in the past 75 years. So, as my prior speakers started speaking, I began to wonder, how could an Indian say that India has not made development in past? How could she claim that India has not made development in past even by getting benefited from it? In terms of GDP, India has crossed Britain. Even though Britishers took away $45 trillion from India, or I must say, stole $45 trillion from India, they are lacking behind India in terms of GDP. So how could she claim that India has not been developed? When it comes to astronomy, India became the first country to reach to the orbits of Mars in just their first try. Did she forget that how India launched their first satellite in 1975 known as Aryabhatta? That must have been a proud moment for all of us Indian. And India has the second largest road network in the whole entire world. And you're saying that India is not developed. I want to ask her that what was the life expectancy rate in 1947? It was just mere 32 years old. But now in 2022, life expectancy is almost 70 years old, which is a lot. Now, do you think that India has made development? This is the main point. I think so that India have made development a lot in those past years. Many of the campaigns have been done and many things have been done to make India a developed country. There are numerous indicators in our surroundings which shows India's development. Now, I would like to conclude my debate with just 3 questions. Do you think that India has made development in past? Do you think that India will develop in present? And do you think that India is going to develop in future? Think about it carefully. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Maulik. Now our next participant is Dishita Raj. She will speak in against the motion and her topic is India has made a significant progress in last 75 years.
At every step of announcement, the sentence is being repeated that India has progressed a lot in last 75 years. But whether, have we ever checked that was it a real growth or just virtual or pseudo-satisfactory? Hey there, I'm Dishita Raj and I totally disagree with the statement as we have never compared that what is the growth visible and what should be the appropriate meat. Yes, definitely we are clapping. In fact, we should clap for those genius personalities who are getting worldwide fame, recognition and respect. But what about those lakhs of students who are having that potential to achieve that honor but are lagging due to the inappropriate access to education? I want to ask my previous speaker that why has he ever bothered for those lakhs of students? He's just talking about those great scientists. Then in the field of health, we are generating lakhs of doctors every year and we have made hospital buildings in every corner. But even after that, are we able to provide the proportionate medical services to all? No. Then in regards of sports, we are seeing that India is getting medals, but we haven't seen the struggles that every player has to face before their victory. The previous speaker was saying, I want to ask the previous speaker that has he ever bothered or ever tried to visualize that the struggles that players have to face? No, they are just counting the medals. Then about democracy, I know that India is the largest democracy of the world, but still there are ifs and buts lying in that. And even the justice is not reaching to everyone. Then would it be justifiable to say that industrial sector of India is progressing where the BPL card holders are also increasing? No. Then we are announcing progress at every single step. Then what about other countries? Are they foolish that they are going up and up steeply and we are so nice, we are damn nice that we are maintaining our position at such a low rank of 132 out of just 191 countries for the last 10 years. Is this what you call development? No, you can't call it development. So despite shouting loudly that we have become a developed nation, we need to search, we need to focus, and we need to review the loopholes that are still existing on our path towards a developed and prosperous nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dashita. Some important instructions for the contestants. First, I would like to request each and every participant, please introduce yourself so that judges can recognize you clearly. And you should also mention your topic on which you are going to present. Now it's time for Homi Bhabha team to present themselves. The first participant is Purvi Jain, and she will speak in favor, and her topic is which is better, creativity or knowledge. I would like to request the participant to use the proper dice. This dice is meant for against the motion. If you are speaking in favor, then use the left side dice. Thank you.
Creativity is seeing. Hello. Creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else of thought. Good morning, everyone. My name is Purvi Jain, and I am student of class 9B from ACS number 4 Rawat Bhata, and I'm standing in front of you to speak in the favor of creativity rather than knowledge. I must say that creativity is a higher form of intelligence. While knowledge is limited to one skill, creativity has no foundation, since it goes as far as one's imagination can reach. No one can deny the fact that knowledge is the fact that can be learned about a subject or object, while creativity widens the way of thinking and helps us to solve different problems in different ways. Creativity allows students to think in a more flexible and imaginative way so that when the students are provided with a motivating environment, they can end up creating impressive, excellent solutions to the problem. Knowledge means nothing without creativity. If you would memorize the whole dictionary, but it would have zero value if you have no idea worth expressing it. For instance, creativity helps us to become more knowledgeable. For instance, our Indian scientist doesn't have a proper financial plan for the Mars orbiter mission, but they still made it to Mars in their first attempt, showing that knowledge is not more important than creativity, because creativity is independent while knowledge is dependent over something. I must say that creativity mind needs to think and relate those unseemingly related measures to make something really exciting and new. Let's take an example of great scientist Sir Isaac Newton. When he was standing under a shade of an apple tree, an apple fell on his head. He asked himself why this apple always fall in the downward direction. If he had not been a keen observant and thrown the apple away like any other person would do, would we ever able to know the phenomena of gravity? Probably not. Being creative comes with many ups and downs and a high risk of failure. Being creative makes us realize that failure is a part of process and make us more confident. And I strongly disagree with the fact that knowledge is more important than creativity. Because creativity is experimenting, inventing, making mistakes, having fun to make something really new and innovative. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Purvi. Now our next participant is Deep Shri, and she will speak in against the motion, and her topic is which is better, creativity or knowledge.
Can you paint a painting without the knowledge of techniques? Can you discover new property in this physical world without the knowledge of empiricism? And the answer is quite simple, no. A warm welcome to honorable judges, principal sir, vice principal sir, teachers, fellow students, and all my worthy opponents. Greeting to all. I'm grateful to join this debate, and today I'm going to speak in the favor of knowledge. We are born with the curiosity to learn, and from what we learn, we create. Knowledge empowers us by providing insight into how things work and what can be done. When we understand something, it becomes much easier for our creative juices to flow. Innovation occurs when certain ideas are combined and built upon existing applicable knowledge, which can be converted into a tangible product or a service. Creativity, which is how we use the knowledge. Think a house construct as knowledge and creativity as an architectural design for more metamorphic images. Without a profound understanding to how to build a house, we are unable to implement original concepts. To produce new ideas, implement effective solutions, see things with fresh perspectives, build strategies, we need to know much. That's why knowledge grounds creativity. Do you think that knowledge has any limit? Death is the end of all knowing. Otherwise, there is no limit. Our mind is like a bottomless well, an infinite container that expands to accumulate whatever is put into it, as an infinite place in which the universe itself is expanding. Does the creativity is limited by knowledge? And probably my answer is yes. Knowledge plays a critical role in limiting the creativity. Most of the time, creativity is limited by what we see or hear. Having colorful dreams is next to impossible for those who are blind since birth, because simply they don't know what colors are. They only have auditory dreams. Creativity is to connect things that are not previously connected before. And the more you know, the more you connect. So there's a need a limit by knowledge. A life without knowledge is like a ship which sails adrift. In this competitive world of cutthroat competition, knowledge is like oxygen which enables us to survive. Without a solid knowledge base, it is impossible for us to pursue our career, have a reputation as like a skillful worker, and have confidence in our daily conversations. At last, I'm going to say that the larger the island of knowledge, the longer the shoreline of creativity. Thank you and have a marvelous Monday.
Thank you, Deepshri. Our next participant is Anushri Maheshwari, and she will speak in favor of motion. Anushri, please come on the stage.
Creativity doesn't wait for that perfect moment. It fashions its own perfect moment out of ordinary ones. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Anushri Maheshwari of Homi Baba team, and today I am going to present my views in favor of creativity in today's topic. Which one is more important, creativity or knowledge? To begin, let us know what creativity and knowledge are. Creativity is the creation of new things from the ideas that already exist or recombination of ideas. On the other hand, knowledge doesn't involve creativity, but rather the application of the existing facts to a set of problems. Let me explain creativity with an example. In past, we didn't have any electronic devices such as computers or laptops. But the English inventor Charles Babbage created the first digital computer, and this revolutionized communication technology. Creativity is more important than knowledge since creativity allows one to explore ideas with no boundaries. It gives birth to innovation and it provides room for developing practical and unique solutions. Creativity is a process, not an event. The story of falling off an apple is an iconic example of the creative moment. Newton worked on his ideas about gravity for years. The creativity is just the beginning of thoughts that continued for decades. Some students informed that creativity is not more superior than knowledge. But studies have shown that highly creative people are highly knowledgeable, but highly knowledgeable people are not always creative. The fact that highly creative people have a high correlation with intelligence shows that creativity is simply a higher form of intelligence. In schools too, creative minds do not necessarily focus on achieving good grades in school. Take, for instance, the life and achievements of Thomas Alva Edison. He was literally thrown out of school, stating that he could never be taught anything. But his mother, however, understood her son's creativeness and encouraged him. Later in life, he patented over 900 inventions, and the best is the light bulb, which transformed our nights into bright light. Creativity unblocks the old patterns of thinking and allows for non-linear thinking. It improves our self-esteem. It improves our social life. It opens our hearts and doors to our mind. It improves our communication skills. It connects us with our passion. Without creativity, there would be no progress and we would be forever repeating the same pattern. So friends, brace yourself. The future is fast approaching. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anushri. Our next participant is Lakshita Mineria. from Team Homi Bhabha, and she will speak in against the motion. Her topic is, which is better, creativity or knowledge?
Thank you, ma'am. Knowledge opens the door to opportunity, achievement, success, and wealth. Respected teachers, judges, and all my dear friends, a very good morning to all of you. I am Lakshita Minaria of AECS number 4 going to tell you how knowledge is more important than creativity. First, what is knowledge? Knowledge refers to information, skills, facts, and wisdom acquired through learning and experience in life. Knowledge sharpens our skills like reasoning and problem solving. A strong base of knowledge helps our brain function more smoothly and effectively. In today's world, it is very hard to become successful without knowledge. Creativity alone can't make you successful. It needs knowledge as foundation for creativity to become boon. It's not just enough to have knowledge on a particular subject, but it is also important to have knowledge how to use it effectively to succeed. For example, a person having sweet and pleasant voice should know the notes of singing to become fully successful. Moreover, the person needs to have knowledge about how to and where to apply the notes correctly. Knowledge is more specifically needed to turn an idea or creativity into reality. For example, you are very creative in talking, but you don't know the words, then the creativity is useless. Creativity is not important, but knowledge is very important for in day-to-day events and also useful. For example, I need to buy air tickets online. Then I need to have knowledge about various sites, their discounts, term and conditions, or like online banking. If I don't have knowledge, then I end up paying more. So knowledge here is also very important. So gaining knowledge is a constant process and helpful every single day. Creativity can become creativity can become cursed without knowledge. For example, an artist is going in depression because he has a fear of rejection and he can't cure it because he lacks in that knowledge of curing. Creativity boosts confidence. For example, we write our exams more confidently if we had studied well. Knowledge can change others' life easily by sharing. For example, teachers are changing lives of many students. Knowledge is helpful in decision making. And decision made with the help of knowledge have proper facts and reason behind them. Knowledge is very much important. For example, in villages, farmers can take gold loan at low interest from the bank, but they take it from money lenders at high interest and get distracted by the money lenders. They do so because they have a fear that their gold would be sold by the bank, as they don't have knowledge about the gold security and the loan given by the bank. Although great personalities use their creativity, but before that success, they had a foundation of knowledge. For example, we know about APJ Abdul Kalam and his schooling. In conclusion, I would say knowledge is useless without creativity and creativity is worthless without knowledge. So to be successful and reach highest heights, we need both. Both creativity and knowledge are like our body organ. Without any one of these, we can't fulfill our desire. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lakshata. Now it's time for Team CV Raman to attempt the presentation round. And our first contestant is Akash Saxena, and he will speak in against the motion, and his topic is, can artificial intelligence replace the human intelligence? Akash, please come on the dais.
Hello. Good morning, respected principals, sir, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself, Akash Saxena, from ACS 4 Rawat Bhata, and today I am standing here in against of topic, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? As we know nowadays, artificial intelligence can complete any task which was programmed in it. But a question came, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? The answer is definitely no, because humans have feelings, emotions, and appreciation, and these all things came in humans by chemical and biological reaction of hormones and cells. But as artificial intelligence has hormones, it has only software and chips. It can't have feelings, emotions, and it can't judge quickly in the changing scenarios. My next point is that artificial intelligence can't do its work creatively. Humans can do their work creatively. They have new and different ideas rather than boring and repeated ideas. But artificial intelligence have only repeated ideas which was programmed in it. My next point is Due to artificial intelligence, unemployment increases in developing countries like India. In developing countries like India, majority of the population is in below poverty line. And artificial intelligence includes software engineering and coding. And if all the work is done by artificial intelligence, then what will humans do? That's why due to artificial intelligence, unemployment increases in developing countries. My next point is artificial intelligence do not have soft skills. For getting success in any uh, success in any industry, we want team spirit, teamwork, clear communication, and understanding of feelings. But artificial intelligence do not have those things. And my next point is human make AI work. Today we have artificial intelligence because of humans only. Because of humans' creative ideas, today we have artificial intelligence in our life. And if humans didn't program the code for artificial intelligence, they will never work. My next point is that artificial intelligence can't think out of the box. The things which was programmed in artificial intelligence can think within it. If we are expecting that artificial intelligence can think abroad it, it is never possible. For example, to running a good business, we want creative and new ideas, but artificial intelligence can't do this. At last, I want to say my opponents, if they are thinking that artificial intelligence replaces human intelligence, then they are totally wrong. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akash. Now our next participant is Jigyasa, and she will speak in favor of motion. Her topic is, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence?
Honorable judges, principal sir, vice principal sir, teachers, and all the lovely audience of ACES 2 present over here. Good morning. I'm Jagyasa from class 12th, ACS 4, and I'm here to present my views on the topic, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? And I'll be speaking in for the motion. Is artificial intelligence better than human intelligence? It's a very popular question. Artificial intelligence negative reputation stems from its apparent overmatching of human intelligence. Artificial intelligence can solve problems in a much faster rate as compared to humans. Artificial intelligence has come a long way from being a science fiction component to reality. Today, we have self-driving cars, chatbots, surgical robots, and much more. Artificial intelligence decision-making skills are also far much more better than humans because as compared to humans, artificial intelligence makes decisions based on pre-fed information, unlike humans whose decisions are affected by the subjective elements. So computers can never be liars. However, humans can be so. If we talk about the energy consumed, a human mind consumes 25 watts of energy. However, artificial intelligence consumes only 2 watts. Also, we know that from a long time, artificial intelligence has been creating machines itself. So it's not illogical to believe that in the near future, machines will create even more superior machines than humans. If we talk about the medical sector, the artificial intelligence has an accuracy rate of 93%. However, humans' accuracy rate is only 90%. This way, we can conclude that humans are not as fast as machines in various fields. Machines are also multitaskers and they have much more data processing units, so they make decisions faster. The decisions are not affected by subjective elements. Also, they can solve problems much quickly than humans. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jigyasa. Our next participant is Muhammad Ariful Haq, and he will speak in against the motion, and his topic is, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? Muhammad, please.
Respected principal sir, vice principal sir, honorable judges and teachers and the lovely audience, a very good afternoon to one and all. I am Muhammad Ariful Haq representing CV Raman team from ACS number 4 Rawat Bhata, and I'll be speaking against the topic on can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence. Artificial intelligence has been doing a lot of good in the modern world, and we hope in near future it will continue to give us benefits. But along with the good, it has created a lot of chaos. It has done a lot of negative impacts in us on us human beings. Number one, accelerated hacking. Through artificial intelligence, they create their own world. They create an environment for themselves, which is unfavorable for the human. There are a lot of actions like software hacking, transferring virus from one computer to the other, and many acts such as phishing and conning to each other, which is only done by artificial and which is very hard and impossible for human beings to adjust in such an environment. Number two, global regulations. In today's modern world, when time is very short and our world has become a much smaller place because of technology, one country with another country discusses or talks with each other through technology. And for this, we usually use technology to talk to each other. And for that, we need a good set of rules and regulations for a country. Now, if a country sets up rules and regulations for AI or technology in their country, this will definitely affect the other countries. So this is very negative impact of AI, which among the countries, global regulations will affect. Number three will be loss in certain jobs. AI has also increased a lot of jobs, but in the coming future, we will see that many jobs which human beings today are doing will be taken up by machines. Things like today, how the generation is working, and also in the forthcoming generations, we have to completely face a new transition, a completely new world with AI. Number four, that AI cannot work creatively. They cannot think outside the world. They cannot think what happens in the external factor. Like if you and me are talking and we have to take a decision, I'll see what are positive impacts you have on that, and I'll take decision accordingly. I'll think accordingly. But AI and robots don't have such facilities. They'll just take what has been coded in the system. They even can't think outside the box. They lack empathy, which is very, very negative for us human beings. Like if there is an external factor affecting each one of us, the robots and the AI, they will not consider this. So what my dear friends have said, that AI will be positive in the forthcoming future, definitely we need to keep all the negative impacts in mind, because really it will be very hard for us human beings to adjust in such a zone with artificial intelligence. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Ariful. Now, our last participant is Tanishq Yogi, and he will speak in favor of motion. And his topic is, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence?
Giving you all a very warm welcome. I am Tanishq Yogi, present here in front of all of you to speak in favor of the topic, can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? As in the favor of the topic, I would like to say yes. Artificial intelligence can really replace human intelligence. As we can see, artificial intelligence only consumes 2 watts of energy. As compared to human brain, it consumes 25 watts of energy. That's a lot in same. And this refers us to that a point that artificial intelligence is more capable and more efficient in way to compute the assignments of the task. And addition to that, artificial intelligence is also a less resource intelligence technology as compared to human. Human uses more resource as compared to artificial intelligence, which is a lacking thing in a human. As we know that artificial intelligence uses machine learning, it computes millions of digits in a single time. And that is the plus point of artificial intelligence over a human. As a human, we use calculators. That's an example of artificial intelligence itself. As you know that artificial intelligence is a occurring technology, it is more reliable than a human. Because an artificial intelligence cannot lie because it is a program, but a human can. That's a comes to another point, how the artificial intelligence gains its knowledge. As by me, the artificial intelligence gets its knowledge from its past researches, experiences, and the feed that were fed from the humans. At the artificial intelligence is a designed, it takes the decisions very accurately. As for an example, let us take the aviation sector and the railway sector. In aviation sector, we generally use artificial intelligence because we know that the artificial intelligence are more useful in the calculations and more complex calculations equations for landing the gears and autopilot mode. As the artificial intelligence is good, now let us take a view at the decision making of artificial intelligence. The AI intelligence is more able to make decisions clear than a human because artificial intelligence always programmed to do an absolute work or do an absolute task. It provides the artificial intelligence a very good positive directional way to compute its happenings. And till the humans cannot because they are not the like of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanish. With his performance, we have completed our first round, that is presentation round. Let's move ahead and enter in rebuttal round. Okay, let me remind the important points of this round. Each team is allowed to ask 2 questions to their opponent teams, and on the basis of their question asking skills and their answering skills, they will be marked. So I'll request all the teams to involve properly.
Hello.
Now the first turn is given to team Vikram Sarabhai to ask the questions to their opponent teams. Vikram Sarabhai team.
I want to ask a question from my worthy opponent Jigyasa. That you were saying that that AI can make its own decision, and that decision would be always better than humans' decision. So, what's the certainty that that the decision would be always right? How can you be so sure that the decision that machines are making cannot be destructive or discriminating? What's your opinion on this? Well, what I said was that AI takes decisions from pre-fed data, so the decisions are better. I'm not saying that they are always right. In fact, if we see for humans, the decisions humans make are always affected by subjective elements. They consider very many things when they make decisions, and thus it can be polluted by certain factors. So, whereas the AI, it does not consider those factors. So, it considers only the predefined elements that we have fed into it. So, the decision it makes is better, not always correct, but better than humans in very much ways because of it does not depend on the subjective elements, whereas humans' decisions do. So, that's.
Next, I would like to ask my question from the Homi Bhabha team. I would like to ask my knowledgeable opponents that some of you mentioned that creativity is more important than knowledge. One of you even mentioned that creativity is independent of knowledge. But I would like to ask you that, could we have reached the Mars with just creativity? Are you trying to say that it's all about creativity? Is not the basic knowledge important for that creativity also?
I didn't say that basic knowledge is not important. My opinion was that without creativity, we would not be able to reach the Mars because in Mars, we didn't have a proper financial plan. Still, they made it going to Mars because of their creativity as they find things from other places and just made the Mars rocket so that they can reach Mars orbiter in the first attempt.
My question is to Homi Baba team that you said that the creativity matters more. And you gave an example that Charles Babbage has only made the computer by just using the creativity. Can you explain that?
Creativity is just creating the new things from the ideas that already exist. He knew that we are suffering from not having any electronic devices. Electronic devices made us helpful in our daily lives. So we can't say that he actually used knowledge. He actually used the existing facts. He combined the ideas of that is present in the books, theories, and then he made this. If he just read the books and just combine, if he'll not read the books and not apply this concept in making the computer, then we might not have that computer in our lives.
My question goes for the team CV Raman. So you said that one machine can make another machine. So what if a machine make a human killing machine on a large scale? Then you would not even be here to answer the question.
Can you please repeat the question?
My question was that you said one machine can make another machine. So what if a machine make a human killing machine? Then you would not be even here to answer the question.
If you will see the statics and go through the probability is less than 0.0001%, and that's an absolute no.
So with this last question, Team Sarabhai has completed the rebuttal ground. Now it is turn of Homi Bhabha team to ask the question to their opponent teams. Team Homi Bhabha.
My question is to Team Vikram Sarabhai that one of my opponents said that the government schools of India doesn't have good literacy rate. But if we take an example of our own school, then it is also a government school and having one of the best education. So isn't that right?
I was not talking about all the government schools out there. I was talking about the government schools we see on our televisions. Have you not seen that there are teachers but not students? Somewhere there are students but not teachers. Creativity is everywhere, but people are not utilizing it due to not having proper faculty in schools. And even if they have schools, teachers, students, they do not have infrastructure, good infrastructure for studying. My point was that we do not have good infrastructure in most of our government schools.
My question is to CV Raman team. There are many, against the motion, there are many tasks which a person has to do, which are not productive enough. So by having AI, they can do the AI can do the unproductive work and one can do the productive work, that is maybe creating another machine. So what's your opinion? Why can't we have AI for doing the unproductive work?
Your question is logical that the unproductive works can be done by AI and the robots, but AI and the robots, they only function what has been coded into their system. They can't think outside the box. They what has been coded into their computer program, they can only answer those and they can only work according to it. So definitely it can do, but there are a lot of negative consequences. They can't consider the outside factor. They lack empathy and they can't think outside the box. Thank you.
One of my worthy opponents said that India provides best medical facility in free of cost. But is it really true? Because even in government hospitals, there is a fee.
I only said that the government, the rural people, the people who are in rural places, they were not having a good facilities to the medical educations or the medical institutions to provide the best facilities. So the Ayushman Bharat has launched the schemes to provide the backlogs of the rural country to come forward and use the facilities they have got.
My question is to Vikram Sarabhai team. As one of my knowledgeable opponent has said that we have more GDP than them. Then my question is that in their country, almost everyone is contributing in their GDP. but we are not developed, and not everyone in our country is contributing to GDP. So, in this situation, is we really developed?
Can you please repeat the question?
My question is that you had said that we have more GDP than them. So, in their country, almost everyone is contributing to their
Then who?
GDP.
You're saying then them, then who? Britain, you mean? Okay, fine.
So in their country, almost everyone is contributing to their GDP, as we know that they had taken our resources, and almost everyone is developed there. But in our country, everyone is not developed. We have a large number of poor people in our country. So we are not developed in this situation because everyone is not contributing to the GDP, although GDP is high.
Everyone is not rich, but our government is reaching to the person who is at the back of the seat. So this means that our government is going to development. And I have not said that our India is developed. It is considered as a developing or an emerging country, which will by 2100 or 2050 will become the most powerful country in the world in terms of GDP. So that was it.
Hello.
Now it is turn of CB Raman team to ask the questions to their opponents.
My question is to Homi Baba team that you are telling that creativity is more important than knowledge. If there is no knowledge, how will if there is no knowledge, how will we got developed? Only because of creativity we can't do anything. We have to take knowledge.
Yes, I agree that knowledge is necessary. But without creativity, there is no significance value of the knowledge. Knowledge is just a raw material. Creativity is the process which converts this raw material into valuable products.
My question is from Vikram Sarabhai team. You told me that the India is developing day by day. So the 50 years back, the matters of fact were water, roads and electricity. And the 50 years after, the matter of fact is road, electricity and water. Can you express it?
Can you repeat the question?
In 50 years back, the topics for the debate were electricity, road, and water. And now, from 50 years, the topics of debate are also road, electricity, of water. I want to see that where is the development is coming.
So what was your question? I didn't heard it. Sorry. No?
My question is, from 50 years back, the debate topics were electricity, water, and roads. And now from 50 years, the topics are same, water, electricity, and road. So can you state where the development is going?
You're right that the topic of debate is electricity, water, and road. But it's like India is the second largest country which have the second largest road network in the entire world. So most of the villages and the places are accessible. I know that some of the villages are still not accessible, but they are going to be accessible through the roads. Government is working on them, and the things that you say, water, electricity, and road, has been developing regularly. That's why India has been categorized as a developing and an emerging nation. Thank you.
My question is to the Homi Baba team. You say that knowledge is very important than creativeness. But today, the biggest entrepreneur of India, Mr. Alak Pandey, he is not even a BTech graduate, and he has built such a big organization named Physics Wala. And there are many incidences in India where knowledge does not dominate over creativeness. So can you please throw some light on that?
you said about Alak Pandey has achieved high positions. No. So what would happen if Alak Pandey did not have even the basic knowledge? How would he be able to achieve the heights at which he is now? And even you have talked about people who are not much educated, but they have the basic education about what the work they have to do. For example, if a labor have to do his laboring, then it needs knowledge about what he wants to do. If it don't have knowledge, then what he will do? Nothing.
My question is for the Vikram Sarabhai team. India's unemployment rate is so high, the unethical issues are so high, we still don't have enough facilities for everyone in the country. The people dying from hunger all year round is so high. How can you defend the point that India is is that developed since independence?
As we know that the India is the second largest population of India. If there will be no problems, then India should rank first in the country. India should rank in the first rank in the population as well. If we don't have proper. Can you repeat the question once again?
I asked if the unemployment rate is so high, the people dying from hunger all the year round is so high, the unethical issues that happen in India in the whole year is so high. How can you say that India is a developed country when we don't have enough facilities for everyone in our country?
As the unemployment crisis have recently gone very worst, we know that the employment have also increased in that way. You know that the employment the latest scheme which came to be known as that was that give to the rise to the employment and other developing skills.
Thank you. Very well performed. With this, we have completed our second round, that is rebuttal round. Now we will move to the third round, that is judges round. In this round, any one of the judges, any judges can ask one or two questions to any team or any member of the team. So, team members, be ready, and I will request my honorable judges to ask the questions. Thank you. Judges will ask the questions related to your topics to check the depth of knowledge or grip of knowledge which you have on your topic. So I would request the participant, if any judge takes your name, calls your name, you have to come to the dais and then answer. Thank you.
Yes. टोटल नहीं किया हाँ अच्छा अच्छा ओके मैं वहाँ पे आ जाता हूँ नो सर सर so nice participation by all the teams and my question to the leftmost of my side, Dishita, Anusha, Pratik, and Maulik's team. Your topic is that India has made significant progress in last 75 years. So my question to your team is that all the governments have made their efforts right from 1947. Still, when we see around us, there's a lot of poverty, lot of difficulties in our surroundings, in our society. Almost everywhere in every city in this country, there are problems. And what is the reason? Efforts are there, still progress is missing. What is the reason?
I think the reason is implementation of these efforts. They are making laws, but where is the execution? People are not executing these laws properly. These laws, people are not even aware about these laws. Why the government is not executing them properly? They are ensuring that they are making laws, but are they taking these laws to the people who downrightly need them? Are they taking these laws to the people who are sleeping on roads? Do they know about that?
Okay, thank you, Anusha. Then the next question to second team, Anushri, Deepshri, Purvi, Lakshita's team, that your topic is which is better, creativity or knowledge? I want to know that can this creativity be developed? Yes or no? Justify.
Hello. Creativity comes from birth, but creativity is like a muscle. If the more we use it, the more it is easier to use the creativity. So if we use our creativity more and more, then it would be easier for us to develop ideas easily.
Okay, thank you. The next question goes to the next team comprising of Jigyasa, Ariful, Tanishq, and Akarsh. Your topic is that can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? AI nowadays is very useful. We are applying almost at every places, and it is a developing field. Still, a lot of developments are going to take place. Will AI kill the very joy of life? How and why, or you disagree?
Definitely, AI will kill the joy and the laughter which we used to have. Like if I'm going for any aeroplane and I'm going to airport counters, I'll talk with the counter person and I'll like some words will be exchanged between us, and definitely there will be smiles on our faces. But with the robots, there is just a precise result. I have to take the boarding pass and I'm just moving on. So definitely
Whether smiling robots exist?
no, not.
No.
What I have
Technology is not gone up to that much extent.
Technology is not
Feelings
having,
are not there.
technology is not having that much empathy on like human beings.
I saw a movie that Shivaji the robot. What was the movie name? Robot. In that it had feelings. I want to know, but I don't know exactly whether it exists. Robots with feelings exist.
Even if they would have, but first of all, they don't have feelings, and even if they would have, it would not match.
Can we program them?
No, not that much.
that
And even if they would have, it would not match the humor of a human being.
No, we can program them, no? We can program there. And still, I remember a movie called Matrix. In that, it was shown that entire of our life system was programmed. Have you heard that about Matrix? 3 volumes are there.
No, I've not seen.
I would suggest to watch, है ना? Especially for the people, students of AI. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My question to Bikram Sarabhai team. Our per capita income has increased very immensely, right? And, we are the 5th largest country in terms of the gross domestic product or GDP, right? But on the other hand, in the recently released data, India's position in World Hunger Index has come down significantly. So do you think that our GDP, increased GDP has anything to do with the removal of poverty? If so, how can we?
So can you repeat the question?
Yeah, my question is that I think Pratik from your house just gave the opinion that we are the 5th largest country in the world in terms of the gross domestic product, that is GDP. On the other hand, in the recently released data, India's position is far below the countries like Pakistan and Nepal in World Hunger Index. So, do you think that somewhere we are lagging behind in the, our effort towards removal of poverty or elimination of poverty?
Yes, definitely, because governments are launching schemes, but these schemes are not reaching to everyone who really needs it. And secondly, GDP. You're talking about GDP. GDP does not involve everyone. And secondly, hunger. In the last COVID time, we have seen that many people died due to hunger. And secondly, development is not only and secondly, hunger. You were talking about hunger. Yes, this is true that people are dying due to hunger, but I really don't think that GDP affects the hunger rate. Thank you.
My question is to Homi Bhabha team. I thank you all for your immense contribution regarding knowledge, creativity and all, right? I would like to ask a single question in this regard. My question to Purvi, whether knowledge is a product or a process?
Sir, in my opinion, knowledge is a product of existing facts, and but creativity is a process that takes the knowledge and do something that is really new and innovative.
Okay, keeping into view the constraint of time, I am not going to ask the counter question to any one of you. Then my last question to CV Raman team, right? Someone of you told that the introduction of artificial intelligence is taking away the jobs. On the one hand, we are fighting against unemployment crisis. And on the other hand, with the introduction of artificial intelligence or machine learning, we are inviting the employment crisis, right? So how can we solve the equation? Yeah, my question to Tanishq.
Definitely, there are certain job losses, but the job will be created after the AI implementation. For your instance, I would like to tell you that to operate an AI, there is a whole team working on it. And we also know that change is a constant process. Thank you.
Okay, that's all from my end.
Okay, good afternoon. My first question to
Vikram Sarabhai team. So speaker spoke excellently, but nobody suggested any remedy. We know India is in crisis. We know India is developing. So how to keep both the equations in parallel terms? Any speaker who is having a suggestive remedy in terms of financial planning or implementation, please suggest. Most welcome.
Sir, can we both give answers?
Yeah.
So according to me, I think we need to focus more on our education system. There are existing jobs in our country, lots of them. We are implementing schemes like Atmanirbhar Bharat. But what about the existing jobs? If we keep those existing jobs in our country, then we can take it out of the crisis. The unemployment is one of the biggest problem our country faces due to its large population. But if those existing jobs are used profitably as they turn asset for us, then we can improve our condition. And second, I think by improving education, by improving more better job facilities, we can stop the best brains of the country in our country only. They are not getting this much opportunity in our country, so they prefer to go to other countries due to salary reason or that. But if we stop them here in our country, then we can increase our economic growth, we can increase our GDP and whatnot. There is talent, there's a lot of talent in our country. But just because of some unemployment factors and some education factors, this talent is not utilized. So if we focus more on employment and education factors, I think we can improve our condition.
So there is a comment, Indians are rich, but India is a poor country. Give your opinion. Indians are rich, but India is a poor country. What do you say about it?
So can you repeat that?
It is a statement accepted everywhere. Indians are rich, but India is a poor country. What is your reaction to it?
Yes, sir. Indians are having the talent, are having the potential to take India to the heights of the sky, but we are not using them. Why? Because we are not having the job opportunities for them. Yeah. And because of that, our brains are being drained by other countries. And that's why I think that all the brains should be used in India and should not be drained in other countries. And I want to add a fact that yesterday I was reading that NASA, it consists about one third of its employees are from India, and that's why I think that Indians should Indians should use their talents in India only to take India to the heights. Thank you.
Thank you. Well answered. Now my question to Homi Bhabha team. So knowledge is like an existing order which is already established. Creativity wants to puncture that order. So T.S. Eliot, the great philosopher and poet of 21st century, he has rightly quoted, every knowledge is copy. Do you agree with it? When we say every knowledge is copy, in my beginning is my end.
Yes, every knowledge is copied, but because of the use of creativity, knowledge can enhance. And thus we have more knowledge. And more knowledge, that knowledge would not be copied, as it's the original knowledge obtained from creativity. But the basic thing which we need for creating new knowledge is creativity. But creativity has a basis of knowledge only. So indirectly it is copied, but if we see on upper side, it's not copied. As we have more things in our science, we have new inventions. So it's a product of creativity, but basically it will become knowledge only. So we can't say that every knowledge is copied. Thank you.
My second question is that, when Galileo, he discovered something new, that the earth is moving around the sun is not moving around the earth. But he had to admit that I am wrong.
I am mentally disturbed. And when Socrates, the great philosopher, he was forced to drink poison because he invented something new. So do you think this prosecution of the creative people, is it better for humanity or for the worst?
Sir, actually, some people who don't support other people who are actually earning or are profit are creating their own inventions are actually earning success, and therefore because of that greed they have to force people to drink poison to kill themselves, and that's the reason that the inventors are dying. That's the actually reason.
Yeah. So my first question to the third group. So you see, you spoke about artificial intelligence, but do you think, is it right that we shall be enslaved by machines? Machines will guide us. So you see, there is, if you are guided by machines, machines will guide us. In the way the artificial intelligence is given priority, the way it will happen, a day will come when every man will be identified with a code number. And a big boss in there is a novel by a great author. He wrote that in the TV the big boss is guiding, all the people are coded, and they will, their name, their gender and their tradition, everything will be vanished if we are guided by the artificial knowledge. Do you think it is apt, or we have to keep a proper balance?
Well, of course, it's not a good thing to be enslaved by machines. But here we are talking not about being enslaved by machines, but
minds shows their talent. We must give them a huge round of applause for their talent. Now I would like to invite our respected principal, sir, to come on stage and share some concluding words with the participants. Welcome him with a huge round of applause.
It was really enrichment experience. I'll not express my views whether I'm in favor or against, but to all the three teams, I'll express few points which can be added here. Starting from AI versus human knowledge. There are two robots, namely Sophia, the first humanoid who got citizenship from Saudi Arabia. Nobody has used the name. Second, Indian-based AI robot. Can you name? First AI robot produced or developed in India. No. It's called Shalu. Definitely, Sophia is much advanced version of AI. And even all of us, every day we are using AI. And we don't challenge. Simplest of example, Google Map. We are going to a place, we don't know the way place is, we blindly believe AI. By mistake, if we don't take left turn, the right turn, we say that there is no emotion. There are emotions. Very politely you get the message. Sorry, you missed the right turn. Go straight, take left turn. Again you will come to your own place. Whereas, if you are going with your family members, and by mistake, if you commit mistake and instead of taking right turn, if you go straight, immediately your father or mother sitting at the back will shout, were you not aware there is a right turn, there is a left turn, why you went straight? But you will not get kind of scolding from the Google map. You say that auntie, it's not auntie, a software. So we are using everywhere. If you are using YouTube every day, in the morning if you play one bhajan, any bhajan, next day automatically that bhajan will be there at the top of your YouTube, because he knows this person is going to play this bhajan at 6 o'clock. No need to search those. Automatically the playlist is ready by time. If you are playing a particular song at night, some say select some 3 songs. Every night at 10 o'clock, automatically in your playlist, those 3 songs will be there. So there are some advantages. There are some disadvantages if you don't make full use. There is no disadvantage of any kind of technology unless you make yourself some misuse of those. So AI, whenever you use, try to make use of those. As far as second topic was knowledge and creativity. Creativity and knowledge, I don't feel that they are complement to each other. When we have the knowledge, definitely we can make use of that knowledge to get creativity. There are certain scientists, there are certain players, there are certain artists, they are not highly educated, but they were very creative. Even today's era, there are certain people who are very creative. They're not going to the school level or the college level, but because of their creativity, they are at very high post. So we are learning, all of us are learning, but there are people without basic knowledge, they are highly reputed scientists, artists, players. Sachin Tendulkar, only up to the age of 10, he learned only class 10, but he knows the projectile motion. That's why he used, there are certain steps, there are certain slog sleeves. He knows what is 45 degree, where I can get maximum elevation. But only class 10 person, by and large, cannot answer, but he is creative. So creativity and knowledge is important, but creativity is a different thing. It will not come through knowledge. So you can add some examples. Then regarding Vikram Sarabhai, whether we have made the progress in last 75 years. 75 years is not a big duration, big time for a country like India. It's not a small country. It's a very big country. And to gain certain things in the 75 years, we can say what we were. You born in 90s, I born in 70s. We got independent in 47 to 22. In those 75 years, definitely we achieved so many things. This building, this entire premises, this entire campus. If you go to villages, you will not find all these facilities. But everywhere, electricity is there, drinking water is there, houses are there, even pakka houses are there. So definitely growth is there. We cannot compare with those countries where like US or Russia or China, because they are developed countries. We are still under, every time we say we are developing country. So when we cross that limit, maybe after another 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, we may become to that level. So nice. It was a nice experience to listen to so many good knowledgeable students. May definitely those who are sitting here, they must have learned, they must have gathered some knowledge, some information. And all the three judges, thank you for spending your time, understanding, asking questions. What you can learn from them, you have to keep your voice. Not every time with a higher voice you can impress somebody. Whenever you are expressing your views, body language is good. But trying to raise the voice to gain point is not always fetch you marks. With a soft voice, with a low voice, you can express what is required. So here the result, out of 12, we are going to give top 3 prizes, not individual. All are equal, all are good. So we are going to give 3 prizes, first, second and third, on the basis of the overall performance judgment by all the 3 judges. I'll start with the third prize, Muhammad Ariful Haq from CV Raman team. I request all 3 judges, please come on the stage. अभी आइए
आइए सर सर आइए
Second position goes to Anushri of Homi Baba team. And the first prize goes to Jigyasa of CV Raman team. Thank you one and all. Happy Diwali. Come on 31st with big smile on your face. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you.